All right, here we go. So we made it to the next page in the notes, and what we're going to do is simply evaluate. Please note, evaluate means an expression. That's exactly what we've got. I've given you the expression m plus the quantity p minus 1 squared. This is an expression because there is no equal sign. There is no equal sign. We are not solving. We are going to be evaluating, and I've told you what the exponents are equal to. M is 3 and p is a minus 4. We will simply plug those values into the expression, and then we'll follow the order of operations. If you feel comfortable with the order of operations, please feel free to work ahead. Once you have done the problems, come on back, check to make sure that you've gotten the same answer that we do, just to make sure that we're all on the same page here when it comes to order of operations. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my problem. So I have m plus p minus 1, that is squared, and I'm going to substitute a 3 everywhere I have an m. So that m is now going to become a 3, that m will now become a 3, and my p is going to become a minus 4. So let me go ahead and plug that stuff in for m and p. Here we go. I'm going to have 3 plus a minus 4 minus 1, and that's all going to be squared. Oh, sorry. There it is. My Apple TV is giving me a little fit here. So now that we have substituted in what we know the variables to be, we will perform the order of operations to get our solution, our answer. So here we go. I'm going to have a negative 4 minus 1. I've got to take care of everything inside the parentheses first, which is going to give me a minus 5. So 3, let's see here, find my pen. We're going to have 3 plus a negative 5, which is squared. I believe feel free to use a calculator if you need one, but negative 5 squared should be a positive 25. So 3 plus 25, and 25 plus 3 should get us 28. Should get us 28. What we'll do is we will move down to the next one here, see how that one goes. Same idea, you've been given an expression, and we're going to go ahead and substitute what we know the values to be. Let me rewrite my problem first. I have m plus the quantity 3 minus q squared. And here's what I know the value of those variables to be. M is going to be a 12. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 12 in everywhere I have an m. And q is minus 1, so I'm going to go ahead and put a minus 1 in everywhere I have a q. Let me rewrite my problem with those values in there. So 12 plus the quantity, 3 minus a minus 1 squared. Please be careful, you do have a negative of a negative here. The minus sign was already in the problem. There's already a minus sign there, and I'm substituting in a negative 1, which is where I get the negative of a negative. Well, we know what to do with that. In middle school, you might have learned that cute little phrase, add a line, change the sign. That's exactly what we're doing here. I'm going to add a line to make that addition, which means I have to change the sign on the second number. Since it's negative, it will now become positive. And I wind up with 12 plus 3 plus 1 squared. Well, 3 plus 1 is, of course, 4. And let's go ahead and square that 4. That's the next step in the order of operations. After we've taken care of parentheses, we then evaluate exponents. So that's next. I believe 4 squared should be 16. Once we've taken care of exponents, the next step is to multiply and divide from left to right. But I don't have any multiplication and division. I only have addition. So that will be my next step. And 12 plus 16, I think, is 28. That takes care of the problems on this page of the notes. I'll see you on the next page. Meet you over there.